Yo, good evening, and what's up, USA, International, Canada, Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the five spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. This is your man, G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator, YouTuber, host with the most, misunderstood, lonely nomad, unstoppable, independent podcaster, Queens, New York, Queens, New York native of Laurelton, Queens, New York. And you're rocking and hanging out with me on the 278th episode of Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast. And I do apologize that I had to redo episode 278 because of my Wi-Fi situation. I had to restart the laptop and everything else in between. So I do apologize for that one right there. But other than that, we do have a great show for you today. In today's episode, is basically a combination of things, not just AI, but we're going to be talking about this new Mountain Dew with Little Caesars and everything else in between that I didn't get a chance to get to as far as like the movie box office. I didn't get a chance to get to that. But other than that, man, in the meantime, why don't you go ahead and grab the subscribe button on the YouTube channel page of G Money Stacks 555, and of course, if you miss any episode videos, any video episodes whatsoever, don't worry, everything's all there in the live section, and of course the playlist that I set up already. So don't worry about any of that right there. Um, yeah, so tap on the noni bell alongside with the alerts. So you can be reminded when the show goes in the air via live stream. And of course, be sure to download the episodes, listen, stream, watch the episodes, and of course, stay tuned for more video content, upcoming episodes, previous episodes, and of course, tell a friend to another friend, and I'll handle the rest at the end of the show. And we got a couple of things that's like fun related to do for the week and the weekend, which I will talk about in a couple minutes in the segment of Remains to Be Seen. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, let's get started with the mental health check-in, man. Real quick, man. Yes, how I'm feeling mentally, physically, and spiritually, you ask. As a matter of fact, I am taking it one day at a time, despite the loss of my uncle last week. I'm hanging in there, taking it one day at a time, and everything else in between. And overall, physically and spiritually, I am doing the best I can. I'm doing all right. So there you have it right there. And let's get to the topic of in our mental health segment checking right here. So let's get to it right here. So hold on a second. All right. So forgive me if I didn't pronounce the word correctly. I'm gonna do the best I can to actually pronounce it. So just bear with me, and yeah, just bear with me here. So um okay. So um all right, here we go. Hang on a minute here. Yes, here it is. Okay, so of a- the syndrome of apothemnophilia, body integrity or amputee identity disorder, is defined as the desire for amputation of a healthy limb and may be accompanied by behavior of pretending to be an amputee, and sometimes, but not necessarily, by sexual arousal. Sampling and methods: a case history is presented of a 35-year-old man who was referred because of his desire for amputation of his left leg without sexual connotations. Oh wow. the course the course of a combined cognitive behavioral psychotherapy with SSRI treatment is described. Um Symptoms showed considerable similarity with obsessive compulsive disorder, known as OCD, and some similarity with body dysmorphic disorder, according to DSM-IV, but the core symptoms seem to be strongly connected with a sense of identity. Treatment with a selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor decreased levels of distress only. The effects of cognitive restructuring of the psychotherapy were limited, whereas the behavioral elements substantially reduced the behavior of pretending to be an amputee. Um, the rare syndrome of apothemnophilia raises unresolved questions of classification. Psychotic disorders should be ruled out carefully. The model designed in the current cognitive behavioral approach may serve as a starting point for further development of intervention pro tools for this rare disorder. Okay, so this probably explains. Hang on a second. Okay, let me see. So, um, can vestibular caloric stimulation be used to treat apotemnophilia? Apotemnophilia, or body integrity image disorder, is characterized by a feeling of mismatch between the internal feeling of how one's body should be and the physical reality of how it actually is. Patients with this condition have an often overwhelming desire of an amputation of a specific limb at a specific level. Don't know why. Such patients are not psychotic or delusional. However, they do express an explicable emotional abhorrence to the limb they wish removed. It is also known that such patients show a left-sided preponderance for their desired amputation. Often they take drastic action to be rid of the offending limb. How can a limb be offended? I don't get that. Anyway, given the left-sided bias, emotional rejection, and specificity of desired amputation, we suggest that there are clear similarities to be drawn between BIID and somatoparaphrenia. Hold on a second. Soma somatoparaphrenia. Somatoparaphrenia. In this rare condition, um, which follows a right parietal stroke, the patient rejects usually his left arm as alien. We go on to hypothesis that a dysfunction of the right parietal lobe is also the cause of BIID. We suggest that this leads to an uncoupling, of the construct of one's body image in the right parietal lobe from how one's body physically is. That this hypothesis would be amenable to testing by response to cold water vestibular caloric stimulation, which is known to temporarily treat somatoparaphrenia. It could also be investigated using functional brain imaging, and skin conductance response. If correct, our hypothesis not only suggests why BIID arises, but also in caloric stimulation, a therapeutic a therapeutic avenue for this chronic and essentially untreatable condition. Okay, so we got two things in transit we need to discuss. We got two things we need to discuss. Starting, we're gonna get to right here, right now, with the New York Mass Transit Files segment. Okay, let's get to it right here, right now. Here's what's happening here. Here's what's happening here. A woman was cuffed Monday morning after apparently pushing a female strap hanger onto a Woodhaven subway track, police said. According to police sources, an 18-year-old was standing at the 75th Street Elder's Lane train station, which provides J and Z line service at around 10:30 a.m. on June 5th when she hold on a second. When she was shoved onto the rail bed. Police said the victim did not make contact with any trains or the third rail and was able to climb out of the tracks. Terrible. For those of you who may not know where Elder 75th Street Elder's Lane is located, it's actually in Queens alongside with Woodhaven Boulevard and everything else in between. So I stand corrected. It's not Elder's Lane is not in Brooklyn, it's in Queens. So there you have it right there. Okay, let's keep going here. The teenager was treated at the scene for lacerations to the knee. Another woman was arrested for the attack and charges are pending. A motive for potentially deadly assault remains unclear. This follows a disturbing trend of subway pushes with a 25-year-old homeless man punching and shoving a 54-year-old man onto the tracks of a southbound R train in Sunset Park, Brooklyn, New York last week. A suspect was also arrested in this incident. Okay, we got some subway changes that we need to discuss right here. According to the MTA's website and the app, of course. Of course, Andy's randomness actually mentioned about the subway changes that's gonna happen on August 28th. So listen to this, man, for all the New Yorkers out there that take the F and M train lines. So there will be service changes on the F and M lines between Manhattan and Queens from August 28th, 2023 through the first quarter of 2024 while we replace tracks. Here's what you need to know. From August 28th, 2023 through the first quarter of 2024, F trains will be rerouted between Manhattan and Queens in both directions, and weekday M trains will be partially suspended. Partially suspended. I know a lot of people not thrilled about this though. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, right? Yeah. F trains will run on the E line at all times in both directions between 47 to 50th Streets, Rockefeller Center, and Jackson and Roosevelt Avenue, Jackson Heights. On weekdays, M trains will not run in either direction between 47 and 50th Streets, Rockefeller Center, and Forest Hills, Continental Avenue, 71st Avenue, with 71st Continental Avenue, Forest Hills, and will terminate at 57th Street. A special F shuttle train will run every 20 minutes in each direction between Lexington Avenue, 63rd Street, and 21st Street, Queensbridge, stopping at Roosevelt Island. The F shuttle train will not run overnight. Free shuttle buses will run between 21st Street, Queensbridge, and Queens Plaza days and evenings, and between Roosevelt Island, 21st Street, Queensbridge, and Queens Plaza. Why are we doing it, you ask? We're replacing tracks and making other repairs on the 63rd Street line, which is used by F trains between Manhattan and Queens. This will improve reliability for the 149,000 F train riders who travel through this area every day. So yeah. And of course, F trains will run on the E line at all times in both directions between 47th to 50th Streets, Rockefeller Center, and Roosevelt Avenue, Jackson Heights, days and evenings. And a special F shuttle train will run every 20 minutes in each direction between Lexington Avenue, 63rd Street, um, by the Q train, Roosevelt Island, and 21st Street, Queensbridge. Free Q95 shuttle buses will run between 21st Street, Queensbridge, and Queens Plaza. The E, F, R in both directions. Transfer between the F and Q trains at 34th Street, Herald Square for service to and from Lexington Avenue, 63rd Street, and the F shuttle train. Overnight, the F shuttle train will not run. Free Q94 shuttle buses will run between Roosevelt Island, 21st Street, Queensbridge, and Queens Plaza, between the E, F, R in both directions. There will be no F service at 57th Street. M trains will terminate at 57th Street on weekdays between 6 a.m. and 9 p.m., providing local service between 57th Street and Middle Village Metropolitan Avenue in both directions. Overnight and on weekends, there will be no service at 57th Street. Use nearby stations at 57th Street, 7th Avenue of the NQR trains, or 5th Avenue, 53rd Street, the E and the F. Okay. All right, so that's just the latest. That's just the latest right there. Just wanted to actually mention this so you guys don't get stranded and stuck out there. So there you have it right there. There you have it right there. Okay, so now that I got that out the way, let's get to a couple of things in terms of why people are against AI robots and why it's bad. And I actually am against the whole AI situation. So it's a long story. Um, hang on 1 second. Okay, chatting on the jazz. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, couple of things that we need to get to. Um, some updates in regards to the writer's strike, of course. Actually, in between, I'm actually covering this because you know, I'm actually going to cover this. So here it is. Um, okay, um, and this is from Deadline actually. So exclusive updated with AMPTP statement, regardless of whether SAG Extra goes on strike this week. The studios have no intention of sitting down with the Writers Guild for several more months. I think we're in for a long strike and they are going to let it bleed out, said one industry veteran, intimate with the POV of studio CEOs. Um okay, so let's see. With the scribe strike now finishing its 71st day. By the way, it's already reached 88 days. Now it's like 90 to 91 days now. Um yeah, finishing its 71st day, and the actors union just 30 hours from a possible labor action of its own. The Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers are planning to dig in hard this fall before even entertaining the idea of more talks with the WGA. I've learned not Halloween precisely, but late October for sure. Is the intention, says a top tier producer close to the Carol Lombardini run AMPTP. While some dismiss this as just cynical strike talk, studio and streamer sources around town confirmed the strategy. They also confirmed that the plan to grind down the guild has long been in the works for a labor cycle that all sides agree in a game changer one way or another for Hollywood. It's been agreed to for months, even before the WGA went out. One executive said nobody wanted a strike, but everybody knew this was make or break. And of course, damn, make or break. Jeez Louise, man. Make or break. That's some scary terms. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Receiving positive feedback from Wall Street since the WGA went on strike May 2nd. Warner Brothers Discovery, Apple, Netflix, Amazon, Disney, Paramount, and others have become determined to break the WGA, as one studio exec blatantly put it. To do so, the studios and the AMPTP believe that by October, most writers will be running out of money after 5 months on the picket lines and no work. The end game is to allow things to drag until union members start losing their apartments and their homes, a studio executive told Deadline. Acknowledging the code as ICE approach, several other sources reiterated and statement. One insider called it a cruel but necessary evil. Oh boy. Okay, there's more to this right here. Um, yeah, that's crazy, man. The studios and streamers ne- next think financially strapped writers would go to WGA leadership and demand they restart talks before what could be a very cold Christmas. In that context, the studios and streamers feel they would be in a position to dictate most of the terms of any possible deal. Any possible deal, yeah. Um, Possible deal, yeah. Um, Yeah, any possible deal. Yeah. Yes. So the severe method comes out of the guild's successful battle with the agencies in 2021 over dismantling the lucrative practice of packaging. The WGA picked off one agency after another until final holdout WME backed down, a tactic seen as a warning sign by many in the studio and streamer C suites. Convinced that giving in, as another insider put it, to the writers will result in every contract cycle from the WGA, IATSE, the Teamsters, and more ending in a strike. The AMPTP is aiming for the bottom line. Publicly, the AMPTP are refuting the so-called October surprise. Um, These anonymous people are not speaking on behalf of the AMPTP or member companies who are committed to reaching a deal and getting our industry back to work, a spokesperson for the organization says. Still, since the WGA called its first strike in 15 years in early May, there have been no discussions between the AMPTP and the Guild, despite persistent public Guild offers to meet. Sources close to the AMPTP insist that there has been no direct offer from the WGA leadership to resume talks. Still, as pickets went went up and went up and production shut down in the strike's early weeks, studio bosses almost uniformly offered Bono praise to the writers, but no public proposals to get them back to work. In the meantime, as network schedules shift to unscripted shows and the streamers buy up foreign content, the studios and streamers have been saving money on shuttered productions and cost cutting on a parallel track and reinforcing the AMPTP's divide and conquer approach. Negotiations with the Directors Guild in late May proved a success, with ratification coming last month. Even if the 160,000 member SAG AFTRA joins the WGA on the picking lines, the studios hope to get the actors back to the negotiating table in a few weeks. A new SAG AFTRA deal would not see production restart, but it could allow actors to promote projects already release, a move that studios hope would further the WGA going into the latter part of the year. So, okay, there's more to this actually. So let's get to um so let's get to okay, let's get to hold on a second here. Hold on a second here. Hold on a second here. Okay, wait. Yeah, here's another issue. Another issue we need to talk about here. And it's from siliconangle.com. And of course the AI shit that's going on. Okay, so in another example, hold on a minute. In another example of intelligence challenging, hold on a minute. In another example of intelligence changing the nature of work, Hollywood actors Hollywood actors brought up their own concerns about how studios intend to use the technology to use their likenesses in media forever without compensation. That's horrible, man. That's a horrible, horrible, terrible idea, man.
Oh my god! Oh no!
Oh no is right though. There's more to this story. Oh man. During a press conference Thursday, the actors said that they would be going on strike. Screen Actors Guild, American Federation of Television and Radio Artists chief negotiator Duncan Crabtree Ireland revealed that studios intended to implement what sounded like a dystopian science fiction used for this technology to scan background actors. This groundbreaking AI proposal that they gave us yesterday, they proposed that our background performers should be able to be scanned, get 1 day's pay, and their company should own that scan, their image, their likeness, and should be able to use it for the rest of eternity on any project they want with no consent and no compensation, Crabtree Ireland said. So if you think that's a groundbreaking proposal, I suggest you think again. Advances in AI image and video generation have pushed boundaries of what's possible for studios to do with production, such as rapidly generating scenes, adding and removing objects, adjusting visual effects, and even adding AI actors. Although AI isn't always great at producing people, it has been getting much better at reliably reproducing convincing likenesses of people to touch them up enough for background actors. In a statement responding to SAG-AFTRA, Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers spokesperson Scott Rowe denied the claim, saying the current AMPTP proposal only permits a company to use the digital replica of a background actor in the motion picture for which the background actor is employed. Any other use requires the background actor's consent and bargaining for the use, subject to a minimum payment. In May, television and movie writers went on strike, which is still ongoing, and also mulled this prospect of how AI technologies would affect their jobs. The proliferation of text generation AI chatbots such as Open AI LP's Chat GPT has caused a stir about potentially replacing riders. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's some scary ass shit though, man. Just a second. Anyway, that is some scary shit though. Generative AI chatbots are capable of producing reams of new text based on training data, including fiction and scripts, and even rewriting or modifying the work of writers as an editor would. Fortunately, although these AI models have swiftly become extremely powerful and can produce, hold on a second. Sorry about that. One moment. I'm sorry, folks. I was having a little technical difficulty with my tablet, so just bear with me. As soon as I get everything straightened out, well, I'll finish where I left off. Be patient. Okay, we back. Yeah, sorry about the technical difficulty with my tablet. Let me see where I left off here. Um, yes. Generative AI chatbots are capable of producing reams of new text based on training data, including fiction and scripts, and even rewriting or modifying the work of writers as an editor would. Fortunately, although these AI models have swiftly become extremely powerful and can produce compelling speech and humans and sound human in conversation, they are not quite that good at producing creative work as they can only remix what they've been trained on. This doesn't mean that future AI models will not be built with even more creative capabilities, or that studios will seek to hire fewer writers or use them to rewrite scripts produced by machines. As a result, the use of AI has become a sticking point as part of the writers' strike as well. We're fighting out here. We're out here fighting so that the Alexas and whatnot aren't writing our stories. We're not here to rewrite a machine, television writer Lynette Tichell told NPR. We're not against the use, if we can find a way to be reasonable, but they cannot be the genesis of any creation. We create these worlds. Writers and actors have not been the only industries to be bitten by AI. IBM Corporation revealed in May that it intended to pause hiring for back office jobs that could be done by AI, which is artificial intelligence, folks, such as human resources and accounting. Hang on a second. This would lead to about hold on a second. Hang on 1 second. Hang on a second. Wait a minute, where was I? Yes. Yes, here it is. Where was I? Okay. This would lead to about 7,800 jobs being replaced by AI and automation over the next 5 years. Automation by AI reaches across numerous industries as a disruptive force, and generative AI's capabilities are very representative of that trend. Earlier this year, Goldman Sachs released a report suggesting that AI could change the global labor market by replacing the equivalent of 300 million full time jobs. Wow. That's crazy, man. This is crazy. Yeah, this is some crazy ass shit, though. And I'm going to explain what residuals are in case some people don't know. So stay tuned for that. Hold on. Replacing full time jobs is very terrible. That's terrible.
Oh no!
Okay, so um replacing full time jobs. Yeah. Although it would probably not affect every industry equally, with 46% of jobs affected in administrative, 44% of jobs in legal, but potentially only 6% in construction, and 4% in maintenance. The same report stated that the introduction of AI would most likely augment human productivity and growth by changing other jobs. Yeah, and let's see. Um, okay, so what are residuals, you ask? And this is according to Fortune. Okay, so the residuals are out there. Read a picket sign held by actor David Duchovny, echoing the tagline of his TV series, The X Files. Residuals are a central issue of the simultaneous strikes of Hollywood actors and screenwriters, and a subject of constant comment on picket lines. While they and a subject of constant while they once handsomely rewarded stars with rewatchable hits like the company union members say, they've since diminished to a trickle as the industry has shifted to streaming. Here's a look at how the system works and the experience of those who receive them or don't. Okay, what are residuals, you ask? Residuals are long term payments to those who worked on films and television shows negotiated by unions for reruns and other airings after the initial release. The basic pay structure was developed in 1960, the last time writers and actors were on strike together. Traditionally, actors and writers are paid for each time a show runs on broadcast or cable television, or when someone buys a DVD, a Blu-ray disc, or long ago a VHS, which is no more. The payments, which decline over time are pegged to several factors, including the length of a movie or show, the size of a role, the budget of the production of a production, and where the film or show is offered. While streaming companies technically pay residuals, both unions and their members say the amounts and pay timelines leave actors and writers with a pittance of what they once received, and those who were once paid for reruns of network shows often got nothing now. Damn. I did an episode of Criminal Minds and was getting residuals set after Whitney Morgan Cox, who has a handful of credits for small roles. And then Criminal Minds moved to Netflix and those checks stopped coming. And then it did a resurgence on cable TV. I got a couple more checks. It went to streaming, the checks stopped coming. How much are they worth, you ask? How much are they worth, you ask? Hold on a second. Like all money in Hollywood, the amounts run the gamut. More than a decade after the show ended, the cast of Friends was still making millions annually. But residual payments can easily amount to just a few cents. Some actors are sharing their residuals on social media. Um, don't know why would you do that, including Kimiko Glenn of Netflix's Orange is the New Black, who made a TikTok video of a statement showing only $27 in total for foreign residuals earned over the decade since the show began. Hmm. Damn. Um, I'm always like, but why even cut it after Zoe Lister Jones said of cashing residual checks? It's not worth the paper it's printed on, actor and writer Paul Sheard added. Getting paid pennies is so common that there's even a bar in Studio City that offers free drinks for actors and writers who show they received a check for less than $1. But even modest payments can be essential to a lower tier performance livelihood. Residuals, that's how we live, Cox said. There are our initial paychecks, which helps, but then there are our residuals, which help us with our groceries and our day-to-day lives. The lack of such a steady income can mean the loss of union health insurance for members who are required to earn $27,000 annually to qualify for coverage. The vast majority don't qualify. Greedy bastards. That's terrible, man. I know people. Yeah, I would be upset too. Yeah, yeah, so what's the popularity problem here? Streaming residuals are largely untethered from the popularity of the movie or show they are tied to. Most streaming services are loath to release specific viewership figures at all. Performers say being part of a hit show, no, a hit now has little meaning. Actor Chris Browning appeared in the movie Bright with Will Smith, which Netflix touted as a heavily watched hit. If it was back in the old DVD residual days, I would give no, excuse me, I would have got a $25,000 residual check. Browning said, "I got $271 from Netflix." Damn. Yeah. David Denman, who appeared on 31 episodes of The Office, which aired on NBC, said it doesn't matter if you watch that show once or you watch it 100 times. You are not going to get any more money because more people watch it. When it was the number one when it was the number one show on Netflix, they are able to make a significant profit off of that. But that doesn't trickle down to the blue collar actors like me, Denman said. We're just asking for we're just asking to share in the profit when the show is successful. That's it. Quinta Bronson, creator and star of Abbott Elementary on traditional broadcast network ABC, said she has had a far better experience in many ways than friends who have had similar roles on streamers. I think that streamers could learn from what networks had done in the past right now, Bronson said. I think there's a lot of benefit to the way network TV works. What was on the negotiating table? While little has been publicly revealed about the details of writers' contract negotiations, which ended May 2nd, the Screen Actors Guild American Federation of Television and Radio Artists on Monday released an outline of the negotiations when talks broke off July 12th. The union said negotiators asked studios to consider a comprehensive plan for actors to participate in streaming revenue since the current business model has eroded our residual income. The answer, the union said, was simply no. I will do a difference between the old business model um versus the model right now when it comes to streaming in a future episode. I just got to do a little research on this right there. The Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers, which represents the employers, said in response that SAG AFTRA's public descriptions mischaracterize and deliberately distort the negotiations. SAG AFTRA said the AMPTP rejected outright its residual proposals for lower budget productions. They included requiring residual payments for the ongoing showing of movies on streaming services, regardless of specific budget or length, and paying for shows that stream first and later air on TV at the same rate as shows that aired first on TV. They also propose an increase in the residuals that apply when a traditional media production then airs on a free streaming platform like Amazon Freevee. On a higher budget productions, the union said it sought improved residuals for the continued availability of movies and shows on subscription streaming services. SAG-AFTRA said there was progress in negotiations on this issue, but that significant gaps remain between the two sides. The AMPTP released far fewer specifics on its take on negotiations, but the group said it included a 76% hike in residuals on overseas streaming video for high budget productions. And Associated Press writers Christoph Faria and Leslie Ambridge contributed. All right, so let's see. Let's see. Let's see. There is a couple of people. There's a couple of people who are against the AI. They're against the AI thing. So let me get to. There's a couple of people that's against the AI thing. Samuel Jackson is one of them too. Actually, let me see. Where is that Samuel Jackson? Wait a minute here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I just had it. I just had it. Hold on a second. Just had it. Hold on a second. Wait a minute here. That's not what I meant. It's not what I meant. Oh man, wait. Wait a second here. Just a second here. Let's see. Let me see. Hold on a second. Now before I get to Samuel Jackson, let me just get to the other one right here. And this is from CBS News. Let me just get to there, and I'll get to the Sam Jackson thing in a couple minutes. An ominous warning about the future of artificial intelligence and the human race has some people wondering what they should believe. Key minds that help create AI or artificial intelligence are now worried it could lead to humanity's extinction at the pace it's developing. Concerns can drift away on an afternoon at the beach at B.E.T Maka Scott in Minneapolis. I can kind of breathe, said Karen Coughlin as she approached the sand. I can actually I get actually super present with myself, said Rame Ali as he walked with by with a friend. Naturally, in a place of relaxation, we decided to ask them if they were worried about AI. I don't think it's like a flat yes or no for me, Coughlin said. She recently used Chat GPT, an AI chatbot, to help her develop a diet plan. I think to an extent there are some concerns because America is not the only country that's developing AI, Ali said. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Perhaps the greatest concerns involves humanity's future. The Center for AI Safety recently released the following statement, in quote, mitigating the risk of extinction from AI should be a global priority alongside other societal scale risks such as slamdemics and nuclear war. Okay, that part might be true. Um, let's see. Hundreds of AI developers and researchers co-signed the statement, including David Kruger, not to be confused with Freddy Krueger, folks. An assistant professor at the University of Cambridge in England. He's a member of the university's computational and biological learning lab. His research group focuses on deep learning, AI alignment, and AI safety. My focus is pretty squarely on preventing catastrophic outcomes and human extinction, Kruger said. What is the risk of extinction with AI? We are very rapidly approaching a point at which it might actually be too late to take effective action or prevent the development and proliferation of extremely dangerous AI capability, he said. To put it bluntly, Kruger feels it's possible that humanity as we know it might not exist by the end of the century, if not sooner. The Center for AI Safety lists several risks associated with AI on its website. Weaponization is one of them. AIs could be used by malicious actors to design not novel bioweapons more lethal than natural slamdemics. Dan Hendricks, the director for the Center for AI Safety, told CBS News. Alternatively, malicious actors could intentionally release rogue AI that actively attempt to harm humanity. If such an AI was intelligent or capable enough, it may pose significant risk to society as a whole. Another risk is enfeeblement. That's when tasks and jobs are increasingly given to machines. Yeah, that can't be good, man. That cannot be good, man, because that would be an epic fail, man. Yeah, that's an epic fail for me right there, man. I mean, I would not even, I can't even imagine this happening, man. That right there, that would be crazy though, man. That would be crazy though, man. Um, yes, so yeah, that could make humans less useful or necessary for a functional society while also becoming heavily dependent on machines. The thought of extinction can weigh heavy from the average person to AI developers. It's a very emotionally difficult thing to confront. As actually both Jeffrey Hinton and Joshua Bengio have remarked recently, Kruger said. Hinton and Bengio are considered two godfathers of AI. Both of them co-signed the warning statement. Hinton Hinton's is a computer scientist who recently retired from Google. He said he spent 50 years trying to make models on computers that can learn in a way that a brain learns. My epiphany was a couple of months ago. I certainly realized that maybe the computer models we have now are actually better than the brain. And if that's the case, then maybe quite soon they'll be better than us. Soon that the idea of superintelligence instead of being something in the distant future might come much sooner than I expected, Hinton said. Fictional books and movies have long predicted a version of this outcome, playing on a fear of AI becoming smarter than humans and taking over the world. I'm nervous and I'm also aware that human beings are just afraid of the unknown. So I don't want fear to be how I engage with AI, Coughlin said. AI is very, very powerful. It's a very, very powerful tool. And I think when a powerful tool is used in the wrong way, it can be very dangerous, Ali said, who thinks if extinction occurs, it won't be a direct result of AI, but rather those who control it. It's going to be because of greed, selfishness. University of St. Thomas professor Dr. Manjeet Reej specialized specializes in software engineering and data science. He feels the extinction warning is over the top, but he agrees more oversight is necessary. I believe there should not be a complete pause on AI research. There needs to be freedom in terms of what you can develop with AI, but there needs to be regulation on when you deploy it, Reed said. For Kruger, he feels trying to be better, understand the AI that's operating right now and how to control it should be prioritized. We don't need to rush to be making smarter, more powerful systems as people are still doing now. Um, Kruger said, there's a lot of ways that we can use the systems um, we have for beneficial applications. I like to see a lot more focus on that. What can the average person do to help prevent possible extinction from AI if they are concerned? It starts with understanding the risk and doing research. The next step would be raising awareness, said Kruger, specifically to those who hold power like government officials. there's a lot there's a large political aspect to this problem because we're talking about regulation, we're talking about international cooperation, and we need to make sure that politicians and leaders understand that this is a serious concern and something that is a priority for us, he said. We've seen what happens there with things like climate change, that I think we don't want this to be another climate change. We want to be um taking the steps now to make the world safe from advanced AI systems. Okay, let's see. I did touch on wait a minute. I did touch on Sam Jackson. Um oh, yeah, hold on a second. Let's see if I can actually all right. Right. That's not what I meant. Okay. Hang on a second. Like where is um where is Sam Jackson? Okay, let's see. Hold on a minute. Okay, let me get to Sam Jackson. I'm sorry. Okay, Samuel L. Jackson does not approve of AI robots. Oh boy. Hang on a minute. Samuel L. Jackson does not approve of AI robots. Okay. All right. So I think yes, there it is. And this is from FandomWire.com. Samuel Jackson has said out loud that he is not a big fan of artificial intelligence. For Jackson, it is something he thinks is a bit problematic. You think? The 74-year-old actor recently spoke about why he is adverse to the presence of artificial intelligence um, in an actor's life. During an interview, the Jumper actor said that he was concerned about the rise of technology in Hollywood for a very long time. He talked about the first time he got scanned for a Marvel movie. Damn. That's crazy, man.
Oh my God! Oh no!
So, Samuel Jackson claims he was unaware of the time when he was being scanned for his film Star Wars and other Marvel projects, as many Marvel films use AI to produce great moments on the big screen for viewers. Jackson has stated unequivocally that he disagrees with such things while talking about AI and technology rise during an interview. The 74-year-old actor explained why he doesn't approve of AI. The Coming to America actor said, rather, um, let's see. Let's see. Okay. So he said in quote, people just started worrying about that. I asked about that a long time ago. The first time I got scanned for George Lucas, I was like, what's this for? George and I are good friends. So we kind of had a laugh about it because I thought he was doing it because he had all those old guys in episode 1, and if something happened to them, he still wanted to put them in the movie. Jackson believes that the rise of AI in Hollywood will cause numerous issues for many actors. He advises other actors to be cautious and to carefully read their contracts. While talking about his contracts for the movie, the Spiral actor said, um, okay. He said, in quote, future actors should do what I always do when I get a contract and it has the words in perpetuity and known and unknown on it. I cross that shit out. It's my way of saying no, I do not approve of this. Not just Jackson, Tom Hanks has also raised his concerns over the excessive use of technology in Hollywood. Hanks explained during a podcast what bothers him about AI. Um, just the Deep Blue Sea actor doesn't approve of AI in a similar way. He is not a big fan of method acting either. Jackson has pulled off many emotional scenes in movies without implementing method acting. The chef actor says the process of filming the emotional scenes should involve fun as well, But according to Jackson, actors who do method acting don't enjoy the process of performing the scene. The Pulp Fiction actor said, in quote, "It's a job for playing make believe. You do it effectively and you do it in a way that's not harmful to you because it's a safe space. You are supposed to be able to safely come into this space, work and give emotionally, and not be harmed by it." Many individuals on the internet have expressed varied feelings regarding Jackson's statement about AI. Some people agree with him, while others explain why AI is crucial in the performing industry. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Let me get to Ice Cube. He's another person along with others that don't approve of this actually. So I would actually I don't really blame him, man. You know what I mean? I really don't blame him. And I don't blame him. So okay, and this is from Complex. Ice Cube isn't taking any chances with artificial intelligence after making it clear he'll sue anyone that uses the technology to create a song with his likeness. During an interview with the Full Send podcast, the West Coast rap legend took time to reflect on the growing trend of people using artificial intelligence to create songs that incorporate um, an artist's likeness without full consent. According to Cube, he's not afraid to go the legal route if someone made a track without his permission. It's the same with what it's the same situation what Drake went through when someone was using AI to make fake songs, um which by the way it's crazy. He was upset about it and I had to really, you know what I mean, it's just crazy. That's crazy right there, man. Let's see. Yes, so I don't want to hear an AI Drake song. He said around the 50-minute mark of the below video. Yeah, I don't want to hear that bullshit. He should sue whoever made it. The topic eventually turned to what would happen if he found himself in a similar situation, and that's when Cube went off. And I'm gonna sue the motherfucker who made it and the people and the platform who played it. He said, "It's like a sample. You know what I mean? Somebody can't take your original voice and manipulate it without having to pay. I think AI is demonic, and I think AI is going to get a backlash from organic people." Organic people. Yeah, organic people. Yes. Let's see. What else? Yes, Ice Cube isn't the only person who's spoken out against the possible dangers of AI in the music industry. The legendary engineer Young Guru um, recently called out Timberland for praising how the technology allows people to, excuse me, incorporate music from artists who have passed away, which I will get to afterwards after Timberland. Um, Over the last few months, Timbo has voiced his interest in legitimizing AI generated music as it opens the door for several opportunities. However, Guru wasn't having it and called the legendary producer corny for supporting the technology. And he said, Timberland, I love you, my brother. You know I do, but this ain't it. He said on Instagram, this is dangerous at a basic level and it's corny. I will be on the side of Luddites. Okay, um, in other Ice Cube news, according to Hip Hop DX, um, Ice Cube is the latest hip hop artist to speak out against artificial intelligence and its implications regarding creativity. During an interview with Piers Morgan that aired on Monday, July 17th, the former NWA rapper was asked about AI and how it is now being used to replicate styles and personalities without any human touch. Cube, without skipping a beat, expressed that he is entirely against the concept. I think it's terrible, Ice Cube said. I think it's gonna make people lazier, less creative. He further illustrated his point by drawing a parallel with on-screen acting, adding, "Could you imagine if I decided not to do a sequel and the movie company said we have the rights to your likeness? We're gonna we're gonna put you in this sequel whether you want to be or not, because we have the right to." So now they use AI to put Ice Cube in a movie I don't want to be in, saying things I don't want to say, and doing things I wouldn't do. So to me, that's terrible. Or taking an artist that's passed away and having him do a song with lyrics that they may not agree with. It's a slippery slope that will hurt us more than it will help us. And as I said previously, episodes ago, I actually was trying to tell this guy. I'm not gonna say his name on here. I'm trying to tell this guy from Lotto Universal that on a, I don't think AI is a good idea. It mimics people's voices, people's styles, and everything else in between. And I really have to explain the difference between human beings and and yeah, the difference between human beings and robots. Actually, I'll explain that in a couple minutes. Actually, yes. So on the flip side, Timberland recently unveiled his plans. Hold on a minute. Yeah, his plans to venture further into artificial intelligence, despite being criticized for being AI generated Biggie vocals. He explained to Forbes. Actually, Timberland was on TMZ Live a couple weeks ago. Ain't that a coincidence? He explained to Forbes magazine in a recent interview that he plans to commercialize artificial intelligence software with the goal of revolutionizing how songs are made. It's going to be it's going to really be a new way of creating and a new way of generating money with less cost. He said, I'm already here. This is what I'm doing. I'm going to lead the way. According to Forbes, the software was developed by Light Energy Labs, a Miami based company. The producer co founded last year with software programmer and producers Zad Creator Guy Patillo. It is Timberland's belief that AI voice filters will open up an unprecedented world of creativity in music. No, it's not. As a result, he hopes his startup and AI voice filter technology will usher in the new era. Yeah, boo. Yeah, that part too, man. Um, um, oh boy, this is nuts, man. Yes, so besides benefiting emerging artists, the software could also benefit established ones, he said. In addition, it may mean that a producer can use the voice of a music legend who is no longer with us. However, he pointed out that there are a host of legal issues centering on copyright and revenue sharing that need to be resolved before the music can be released. Okay, and Timberland is the idiot for this shit too, man. And so is Beanie Siegel, man. So is Beanie Siegel, man. And like I said before, man, just because AI robots are here doesn't mean that we're obligated to actually um like the shit. You know what I mean? We don't like that bullshit. So you know what I mean? Yeah, and this is from Complex. So I always wanted to work with Big, and I never got a chance to until today. Timbaland said as he previewed a track featuring an AI version of Biggie. Timbaland was always wanted to work with the late great Notorious B.I.G. And now that AI has become a hot commodity in recent months, he's able to live out that dream. On Tuesday, hold on. On Tuesday, Timbo took to his Instagram with some news that he's finally cooked up something featuring the Brooklyn rap legend. Biggie passed away in 1997, and around that time, the Virginia native um was blowing up on the scene as a producer for Missy Elliott, Aaliyah, Genuine, and more. Meaning they just missed the mark when it came to collaborating. Thanks to this, thanks to the technological advancements of artificial intelligence, Timberland has figured out a way to get Biggie to rap on one of his beats. AI theoretically gives anyone the ability to have any interest, any artist featured on a song without the actual person having any involvement. In his post, the 51-year-old announced he's found a solution to all the questions around AI and the copyright issues it poses for the music industry before revealing he crafted a song with Big. So let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Just give me a moment here. Let me see. Just give me a moment. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm sitting here with my brother, Creative God, and we know that it's a lot of talk about it. And we know how the feelings of violating certain things. But let me tell you something, Temple said. I got a solution. We're working on it. We're working on it. It's gonna be beneficial to everybody. No, it's not. But in the meantime, I gotta share something I've been working on because I've always wanted to do this and I've never got a chance to. I always wanted to work with Big and I never got a chance to until today. It came out right. Timberland played part of the record with lyrics from Biggie manufactured by AI over a beat created by the legendary producer. While the lyrics aren't especially clear, late rappers Pop Smoke, Nipsey Hussle, and Young Dolph's names are dropped at the end of the clip. Ah, man, this is crazy and disgusting, man. You know what I mean? Hold on a second here. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. This is the most ridiculous, disgusting idea that I ever heard in my life, man. I swear. I swear it's the most disgusting idea. The most diabolical, idiotic idea that I ever heard. Yeah, that part too, man. Oh man. In the caption of his post, Timberland mentioned Jay-Z's longtime engineer Young Guru, who's been vocal about the dangers that come with the tech. He wrote in the caption, "This right here, I had to. AI is Timbo, everything original Timbo and Biggie." In February, Guru shared a video on Instagram that showed a man making a song using a Kendrick Lamar AI voice filter. The creator showed how the process worked by changing his voice to sound exactly like the Compton rapper, and recording the song. In his caption, Goose advised people to act fast and implement laws that would protect artists from the possibility of AI getting into the wrong hands. He did the same thing when a fake Jay-Z record hit the internet recently. Snoop Dogg also addressed the use of AI, while Universal Music Group has put out an industry calls to arms to deal with ongoing issues with the new technology. Okay, let's okay. Young Guru, from according to Hip Hop DX. Let's see. Yes, so Young Guru has called out Timberland over his dangerous and corny plans for AI music. During an interview with Forbes earlier this week, Timbo revealed plans to launch a startup that would commercialize artificial intelligence software with the goal of revolutionizing how songs are made. It's going to be a new way of creating and a new way of generating money with less cost, he said. "I'm already here. This is what I'm doing. I'm going to lead the way." The software was developed by Light Energy Labs, a Miami based company he co founded last year with software programmer and producer Zad creator guy Patillo, which really is not really a good look. That shit is not a good look, man. Not a good look, though. Yeah, that part too. Definitely not a good look, man. Hold on. Yeah, yeah. Yes, so Timberland believes AI voice filters will open up an unprecedented world of creativity in music and hopes his startup will usher in the new era. He added that aside from helping emerging artists, the software could also benefit established ones, meaning a producer could use the voice of a music legend who is no longer with us. But Young Guru doesn't share Timberland's enthusiasm. Jay Z's longtime engineer took to his Instagram stories on Thursday, May 18th, to criticize the producer's AI plans. Timberland, I love you, my brother. You know I do. But this ain't it, he wrote. This is dangerous, and at a basic level, it's corny. I will be on the side of Luddites. Young Guru has been highly critical of AI technology after a fake Kendrick Lamar song surfaced online in February. Guru explained why he was so against it. This has dominated my Howard group chat for a couple of days. Okay, I'm at a point where I can voice my concerns with our current state of AI. He wrote on Instagram, I followed as many versions of what AI could do for some years now. I remember being at MIT and students showing me a project where they were actively feeding a computer all the jazz records that ever existed so that AI could analyze and create music in any style of any musician. He continued, I didn't think we would get here this fast with the voice. Of course, my mind goes to the ethical and legal aspects of what can be done with programs like Tacotron 2. You add that to the power of Chat GPT, and you realize we are in a very groundbreaking but dangerous moment. It's not the tech, it's the evil that men do with the tech. When an AI generated Jay Z verse went viral in March, he continued to speak out against AI and raise concerns over what it could mean for artists' rights. I've been trying to tell everyone that this is where we are now with AI, he said. For some reason this one got everyone's attention. So what do we do? On one hand, I'm well aware that you can't stop technology. Once the genie is out of the box, you can put him back in. On the other hand, we have to protect the rights of the artist, not only artists, but everyone in society. People should not be able to take your name, image, and likeness without permission. We have to add the voice to this law. He added, we have to learn from past mistakes. You should be a fool to chase every person that is going to do this. We learned that lesson from with Napster. The only way I see to deal with it is to change the law. There are so many different opinions. We could change the United States law tomorrow, but the internet is worldwide. What a time we live in. Hmm. Yeah, I agree. I actually agree with this right here. Yeah, I agree. I really agree with this. Okay. Up next. Let me get to 39 indie projects. Okay, so and I'll get to the Spotify thing next. Okay, so this is from gamesradar.com. 39 indie movies and TV shows will be allowed to continue on filming amid the ongoing SAG after strike. SAG after strike. SAG after after strikes. Excuse me. According to Variety, the list of approved movies and shows includes two A24 projects: Mother Mary, directed by David Lowery and starring Anne Hathaway and Michaela Cole, and Death of a Unicorn, which stars Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega. A24 is not actually part of the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers, or AMPTP. The body SAG AFTRA was negotiating with that represents the movie studios. Other projects on the list are Dust Bunny with Mads Mikkelsen and Sigourney Weaver, The Rivals of Amziah King with with Matthew McConaughey, Bride Hard with Rebel Wilson, The Chosen TV show, and Flight Risk with Mark Wahlberg, and directed by Mel Gibson. Variety adds that some of the 39 projects have been finished but require a waiver from the union to allow the actors to participate in promotion. Under strike rules, actors can't be involved in promotion at all. That includes red carpets, interviews, and even social media activity. Um, House of the Dragon season 2 is also still continuing to film, as the cast is made up mostly of actors from the UK whose contracts are with the union. um, Equity. Due to UK law, equity members cannot strike in solidarity with SAG AFTRA. This is the first time since 1960 that actors and writers have been on strike simultaneously. The WGA strike remains ongoing with no sign of progress. It's unclear at the moment when or how the strikes will be resolved. But for now, hold on a second. But for now, Hollywood is pretty much at a standstill. Um, I am okay. So from what I'm hearing, the WGA is planning to have a little sit down on Friday, which is tomorrow. Hopefully, everything will be settled, and hopefully, everything. I hope everybody just get their shit together, because to prolong and drag this strike for too long it's just gonna make the economy worse. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna make everything worse. You know what I mean? It's one thing to make a sacrifice, right? But at the same time, you gotta think about their situation. And it's not just because and it's not just Stephen Amell. He doesn't like the strike at all. So I kind of understand why. And then listen, people have a right to a damn opinion, okay? You can't you can't go around um you can't go around basically sugarcoating Stephen Amell, not sugarcoating Stephen Amell. You can't go around condemning the guy um just because he doesn't agree with everything that the group says. I will be touching base on the Stephen Amell thing in a future episode. So I will talk about that um in a future episode. So speaking of which, um yeah, speaking of which, hang on. Yeah, speaking of which, yes, so Spotify, according to hypebeast.com, Spotify has pulled thousands of songs generated by AI startup Boomy from its streaming platform. According to reports, the removal took place after Universal Music Group um, advised the streaming services of suspicious activities on tracks uploaded by Boomy, hinting that bots have been used to boost the song's numbers. Spotify then proceeded to move around 7% of the tracks shared by Boomy. Yeah, artificial streaming is a long-standing industry-wide issue that Spotify is working to stamp out across our service. Spotify told Insider, when we identify or are alerted to potential cases of stream manipulation, we mitigate uh, we mitigate their impact by taking action that may include the removal of streaming numbers and the withholding of royalties. This allows us to protect royalty payouts for honest, hardworking artists. Boomy was officially launched in 2021 and has claimed to generate 14.5 million songs so far, making up 14% of recorded music. The company did not respond or release a statement. In mid-April, UMG called on streaming platforms to do their part in banning AI-generated music from their platforms. We have become aware that certain AI systems might have been trained on copyrighted content without obtaining the required consents from or paying compensation to, and the rights the right the rights holders who own or produce the content, the record label wrote in an email from March. We will not hesitate to take steps to protect our rights and those of our artists. Elsewhere in music, Steve Lacy, not to be confused with the Fox 5 reporter, has unveiled his signature Fender Stratocaster. Okay, up next, let's see what we got on the agenda to talk about here before I forget. Before I forget, um, yes, before I forget, let me just make sure that I don't miss out on anything. Let me check something. Let me check something. Um, hold on a minute here. Okay. That pretty much answers the question. Are AI hip hop songs dangerous? Yes, they are. They are. Yes, they are dangerous, man. You know what I'm saying? Um, And yeah, it's crazy. So let me see what else. What else do we have left to talk about here? I guess we could talk about oh, there's a couple of things I want to talk about here too, man, before I even get to. Okay, let's talk Keke Palmer. Let's talk Keke Palmer, man. Um Before I get to that, hold that thought. I need to get that drink from the fridge. I'll be back, folks. Okay, I'm back. Um, all right, Keke Palmer, according to Entertainment Weekly. On Wednesday, Keke Palmer's boyfriend Darius Jackson sparked controversy by criticizing what she, a grown woman, decided to wear. A clip circulating social media sees Usher serenading the Note actress who plays into the performance, sings along, and dances with the There Goes My Baby singer. Palmer is dressed to the nines for the concert at Usher's Las Vegas residency in a black bodysuit and sheer dress. The clip eventually reached Jackson, Palmer's boyfriend and the father of her child, who commented commented on Twitter, seemingly shaming Palmer for the outfit. Um, Obviously, his ass is so insecure. Don't know why. Yeah, his ass is insecure, man. He's very, 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 very insecure, man. Obviously, he's very insecure. Yeah, very insecure, actually. Yeah, obviously, he is very insecure. Don't understand why. Don't ask me, but I know how this shit goes, though. Yes. um. Okay. So, let's see. So the clip eventually reached Jackson Palmer's boyfriend and the father of her child, who commented on Twitter, seemingly shaming Palmer for the outfit. Jackson quote tweeted the video with the caption, "It's the outfit though. You a mom." Since commenting on the video, Jackson has been slammed on social media by fans calling him insecure and corny, but the fitness instructor has continued to double down on the remarks. We live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want the wife and mother to his kids to showcase booty cheeks to please others, and he gets told how much of a hater he is. Jackson wrote in a follow up tweet, "This is my family and my representation. I have standards and morals to what I believe. I rest my case." Well, it sounds like this guy's jealous, man. He's jealous and insecure, pretty much. Palmer has not publicly commented on the debate or responded to Jackson's tweets. Reps for Palmer did not immediately respond to EW's request for comment. Son, you just had a baby with her, man. Like, come on, let her, let her have a good time, man. I don't really see the big deal with the certain outfits that she wears. It's her. She's a grown woman, like you said. She's a grown ass woman. Let her have fun. Like, come on, you know what I mean? Come on, that's so fucking basic. Anyway, Jackson and Palmer have been largely private when it comes to their relationship. During an appearance on the Tamron Hall show in 2021, the former child star opened up about the difficulties of sharing photos of her relationship. It became more difficult to hide. She told Hall, "We spend all this time together and he really is my closest friend." So it just becomes a thing where I'm not gonna hide something that makes me happy. The photos were later deleted. Um, Palmer revealed her pregnancy during her SNL monologue, but otherwise shared few photos of her boyfriend and son. I'm not hiding the world from my son. I'm hiding my son from the world. Okay. So okay, this is understandable right here. This is very understandable what Keke Palmer is doing. This is very understandable. I mean, you got thirsty leeches from the thirstmobile, full rubberneckers um who are basically lurking, and and of course you want to make sure you protect your child from bullies and anybody in particular whatsoever. So I have to basically let me let's okay, let's do this, man. Let's make some noise for Keke Palmer, man. Doing the best she can as a mom to protect her child and everything else in particular. Um, so there you have it right there. Hold on a second. That's the wrong thing. Wait a minute here. um all right, let's make some noise for Keke Palmer. All right, up next, what we have here on the agenda is yes, um, yes, we're gonna go over the BET Awards moments. Yes, there's been some moments in the BET Awards, actually, and yes, there's been some moments. Let me see. So a couple of things actually. So the 2023 BET Awards celebrated the past, present, and future of Black music and culture Sunday night, June 25th, live from the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles, California. Despite people's uncertainty leading into the evening, such as the lack of a host due to the ongoing Writers Guild of America strike, the annual awards show returned for a 23rd year with some pleasantly unexpected, emotional, and overall proud moments. Quavo and Offset came together for a surprise tribute to Takeoff, marking their first performance since their Migos group member was fatally shot at age 28 last November. Tiana Taylor picked up a video call from a mother, Nikki, and to the Gonna Love Me singer's surprise, ended up accepting the Video Director of the Year award right then and there. Culture's biggest night held a global celebration that spotlighted African and Jamaican culture, and Coco Jones and Busta Rhymes made sure there wasn't a dry eye in the room or at home when they accepted the Best New Artist and Lifetime Achievement Awards, respectively, while Kid Capri made sure everyone was up off their feet while reliving hip hop's various eras in its 50-year history. Additionally, there were a couple standout moments from the 15 non-televised awards. Beyonce's Renaissance and SZA's SOS tied for um album of the year, while Chris Brown and Usher tied for best male R&B pop artist. Find all the winners here and check out all the biggest moments from the 2023 BET Awards below. Yes, Kid Capri's return of hip hop's 50-year history. Yeah. Hold on a second. Yes, Kid Capri chronicled the hip hop 50s year history throughout the award show in various chapters, starting off with 80s New York with performances by the Sugar Hill Gang, MC Light, DJ D Nice, and Big Daddy Kane, and traveling through the West Coast, Warren G, Yo-Yo, Tiger, E40, Miami, Trick Daddy and Trina, Uncle Luke, and Atlanta, Jeezy, Tip, T.I. Harris, Master P, before ending on the 2000s, New York, Fat Joe and Remy Ma, Fabulous, Styles P, and Ja Rule, with classic graffiti covered brick walls serving as a consistent backdrop and touching tributes. Yeah, touching tributes to fallen stars like Tupac and Pop Smoke, Capri's cross country musical Journey was fun to follow along whether fans were witnessing live or watching at home. And of course, obviously, Coco Jones's speech. Um, yes, so Coco Jones was in tears, holding up the award for best new artist. Wait. Why do we even? Can we not do this? Hold on 1 second. Yes, Coco Jones. Um, speech. So Coco tears holding up the award for best new artist, and it was a full circle BT moment for the ICU singer. I remember when I did 106 in Park with y'all when I was 16 in them tight little gray skinny jeans and my sneakers. It's been a long journey. Thank you guys for rocking with me the whole time, she reflected. And for my black girls, we do have to fight a little harder to get what we deserve. But don't stop fighting. Even when it doesn't make sense and you are not sure how you are going to get out of those circumstances, keep pushing because we are deserving of great things, y'all. And I'm going to continue to give y'all my everything. Tiana Taylor, yes, um, was physically unable to accept her Director of the Year award. With her mother, Nikki Taylor, had a clever uh, workaround. I'm sorry, this is a little off script, but this is her night. I'm going to let her have her night. I'm calling her right now. Sorry, BET. Nikki announced before grabbing her cell phone and video chatting her daughter from the stage. Tiana was too stunned to speak when her mother flipped the camera toward the live audience, but she was even more shook when her mom informed her that she's taking home another award. B.E.T. award, excuse me, for Video Director of the Year, which she also won in 2020. Even though the quality of the Wi-Fi wasn't best, it didn't take away from Tiana's gratitude as the most important words that could be heard were "thank you." And DeVito might not be the first Afrobeats artist to perform on the main stage of the BET Awards, but his larger than life presence Sunday night ensured that the continent's biggest acts are worthy of dominating the U.S. most viewed stages. Fresh off his timeless album, he brought Lagos to Los Angeles with his performance of Feel and his summer anthem Unbelievable featuring Musa Keys. As one of the biggest Afrobeats acts in the world, DeVito reminded American audiences that celebrations of Black music must be global. And of course, um, obviously, about an hour into the show, no one expected Quavo and Offset to come together for their first performance since Takeoff's untimely fatality last November to honor the rocket. A floor-to-ceiling projection of a rocket appeared on the screen as the two remaining members of Migos gathered around a solo spotlight while performing Hotel Lobby from Quavo and Takeoff's 2022 joint project only built for Infinity Links. Do it for Take, they shouted, watching the animated rocket launch into the sky that left behind a larger than life image of their lost member. Quavo and Offset then performed their 3 week Hot 100 number one, um, Bad and Bougie, featuring Lil Uzi Vert for the ultimate sing along moment, turning the real life, the TV audiences moved from somber to celebratory. Everyone in the Microsoft Theater was standing throughout their entire performance, demonstrating that the BET Awards will always keep producing history making moments like this. And Sexy Red for the evening's most unexpected performance, which wasn't able to available during the awards show broadcast. Sexy Red got up out of her seat at the sound of her Billboard Hot 100 hit Pound Town with Tay Keith. The audience immediately around her cheered her on as she waved around stacks of cash in both hands, and a pregnant Christian rock started twerking on her for what would be the most action the aisle had seen. Busta Rhymes couldn't hold back the tears from streaming down his face when he accepted the Lifetime Achievement Award from Swizz Beatz and Marlon Wayans. All right, so I'm gonna wear it on my sleeve. I do want to cry, he said, which was met with astounding applause that got the waterworks going. Buster wiped his face with a towel before proceeding with the rest of his speech, where he opened up about his parallel struggles of being a solo rapper and a father, and explained how he pioneered the feature. Watch his entire acceptance speech below. Okay. Hang on a second. Hang on. So and of course, Jamaican culture's spotlight during hip hop tributes, reggae, and dance halls, and reliable impact on hip hop wasn't overlooked this evening as Kid Capri dedicated a Jamaican portion of performances during the show that featured Mad Lion, Take It Easy, and Patra, Romantic Call. But the backup dancers waving the green, yellow, and black Jamaican flag wasn't the only visual representation in the house. During his tribute performance, Busta Rhymes projected images of DJ Kool Herc on the screen and reminded the audience that hip hop's founding father was a blood clot, a blood clot Jamaican. Make sure you know that. And Jamaica's in my blood. So as much as we're going to rep hip hop tonight, we're going to represent this dance hall culture, he said before Dexter Daps came up on stage to perform Shabba Matter Pot. Speakers in the Rastafarian colors of green, yellow, and red appeared on screen before Buster also brought up Spice, So Me Like It, Skilly Bang, Wop Wop, and Cuddy Ranks. Yeah. And of course, the finale of Swag Surfing happened. Yeah, Swag Surfing happened. So I'm not even all right. So um let me get this disgusting thing out the way though. So let's make some noise for the people who got their BET awards and stuff. So and of course the BET Hip Hop Awards dedicating 50 years of hip hop and stuff, man, and everything in between. So let's make some noise for them. All right. Let's make some noise. Hold on a second. Let's make some noise. Come on. Yes. Okay, this particular story is very, very disgusting. And this is according to TMZ. Oh my gosh. So here's what's happening here. Two cold, two two ice cold lovebirds are currently getting dragged through the mud after bringing back an infamous and dangerous social media trend that left a bad taste in people's mouths. Here's the deal: content creator Taquan Hines recently uploaded a clip of himself and his boo Asia sticking their tongues deep in a carton of ice cream in a grocery store. Um, before putting it back and fleeing. They've since taken the video down, but you know how the internet works. It's been recirculating online, including on Reddit, where folks are laying into the couple. This is disgusting, man. Very, very, very disgusting right here. Yes. Angry commenters are all singing the same tune. More or less assholes like this should go to jail. And looks like they are also pretty um proud of their act. Fucking idiots. With just a few expressing outrage. One even wrote, I'm so glad these people had the intelligence to film and upload themselves to the internet for the benefit of law enforcement. If it rings a bell, that's because the same thing was going down in the summer of 2019 when people were seeking social media clout by licking ice cream out of containers and putting them back on the shelves. It's so disgusting. Oh man, very disgusting. Very, very, very disgusting. Oh man. Those looking for a quick fame didn't get a happy ending at the time between some got arrested and charged, like Deadrian LaQuinn Anderson, who pled guilty in 2022 criminal mischief for licking some Blue Bell ice cream and was forced to do 30 days behind bars. Oh man. He also had to cough up more than $2,500, with more than half going to Bluebell for restitutions. And needless to say, in the wake of the COVID slamdemic, this is one trend that should have stayed frozen. Oh my lord. And speaking on things that's non-disgusting. Okay, let's get to the Mountain Dew sense sasquench. And of course, obviously, the name of the episode of 278 is Wowsers Mountain Dew with Little Caesars. I'll break that down. I'll break that down. So, Mountain Dew, according to Mountain Dew fandom.com, so Sasquench is in rumored franchise exclusive Mountain Dew flavor, which may release at only at Little Caesars restaurants in 16-ounce cans, and is currently known if it will be releasing or how long. So the description goes like this: Sasquench is a raspberry citrus punch, raspberry lime orange flavor of Mountain Dew, and has an orange look, having a similar punch tasting flavor to that of Overdrive. Of course, its tagline is "Dew charged with raspberry citrus punch." Sasquatch was first leaked in a Mountain Dew post on February 8th, 2023 by a user named u slash maybe pirate Dom. Oh man. Oh man. The user had posted a photograph of a 16-ounce can design with a raspberry and an orange beside it, with a design backdrop alongside and abbreviated LC, which is Little Caesars, design near the top of the can, and also showed the Little Caesars mascot at the down right, which was barely showing, supporting its alleged Little Caesars release. In addition, a limited time Pepsi pineapple variant would be released from July 3rd to August 5th. You can check that out at any of your local stores if they have it. And of course, trivia: Sasquench could be the second franchise exclusive flavor released in only in 16-ounce cans. The first was Dollar General's Maui Burst in its limited edition time October 2019 release. Sasquench's artwork has a similar art style and flavor to the Casey's General Stores exclusive Overdrive. The name Sasquench is a play on words, inserting the word Sasquatch into quench. And there you have it right there with the Mountain Dew scenario. There you have it with the Mountain Dew scenario right here. But I say this is so funny right here, man. All right. Okay. Okay. So now I did not get a chance to talk about Barbie being banned from the. Oh wait. Before I do that, let's get to the memes. Let's get to the memes. Let's get to the Hollywood memes. Let's get to the Hollywood memes real quick, man. I forgot about that. Oh man, I forgot about that shit though. The memes, there's memes behind. Oh man, the memes. Okay, so there are some memes, man, that we need to get to. So, according to the New York Post, hold on a second here. Okay, so two strikes, they are out. The 160,000 members of the Screen Actors Guild American Federation of Television and Radio Artists walked off the job yesterday in solidarity with the already striking Writers Guild of America, taking to the picket lines to demand a fair deal from studio executives. Um, and while that may mean almost a full stop to show business as usual until further notice, the dramatic turn of events hasn't put a damper on everyone's ability to make jokes on social media in an attempt to explain what it all means. Hold on, what it all means, or rather, what it means. As the historic action begins, actors and writers have not been on strikes together since 1960, when the media and labor landscape looked very different. Apps like Twitter have been burning up with the jokes of both observers and out of work creators looking to highlight the hilarious in a less than funny situation. What follows are 10 of the snappiest and striking takedowns and observations posted in reaction to the news. This person says SAG Astra hotties about to join the tired WGA on day 72 of picketing. And by the way, they've been picketing over 88 days already, and they're about on day 90, going on to day 91 already. Um Twitter users are having a field day with the idea of A-list hotties and magazine cover stars joining belligerent writers. In a viral tweet, one user compared the troops getting reinforcements to a mash up between Demi Lovato vehicle Camp Rock and Star Wars. All we're saying is Mitchie could lead the Rebel Alliance, but Han Solo couldn't win the final jam. what Barbenheimer walking out looks like. SAG and SAG and WGA striking together. In a stroke of genius, one Twitter user compared this summer's hottest double ticket Barbenheimer to the teaming up of writers and and actors as SAG Aftra joins WGA on the picking lines. Under the wire. Another person says Barbie and Oppenheimer getting their premieres in before the strike. Yeah, that's true. Watching stars serve looks on the red carpet is easily one of the most fun parts of movie promo. But with SAG about to be on strike, these actors were on a deadline. Before the Oppenheimer cast left their premiere early in support of the strike, stars like Florence Pugh and Emily Blunt gave their best blue steel. um, another two strikes and a home run. The two most attractive unions in Hollywood striking together, looking at us side by side, writers and actors equal in our intimidating sexiness. Um, yep, it's six guys who have literally been named sexiest man alive. And me, 8 Pac went out of my own broad. This should be illegal. Oh man. Yep, it's six guys who have literally been named sexiest man alive, and and me who 8 Pac went out. Yeah, I reread that part. Whether the studios will be intimidated into a fair deal by Marvel Star's 400 megawatt smiles remains to be seen, but the addition to statuesque stars to the strike has not gone unnoticed. Our worst nightmare, the studios have just unleashed the worst possible outcomes on the city of LA. Growing up theater kids hanging out in public for months on end. Remember remember that girl in 11th grade math class who wouldn't stop singing from the Into the Woods soundtrack. She's on strike now. Feel old yet? Oh my gosh. Okay, Cat Astra on strike. I can't believe this shit though. Oh man. Kept dreaming last night. This person says, kept dreaming last night that I needed to tell our cats to stop giving interviews because of the strike. Oh boy. Don't be a muppet. Usually, if a group of writers and actors are united against you, that means you are the antagonist of a Muppet movie. Hell no, he won't go. Sicilian Murphy, the moment he gets the notification on his phone that they called a strike. Oh my gosh. Oh my lord. That's funny, man. Disney left floundering. Oh man. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Vote nanny fine in 2024. Oh shit. Oh man, that's funny. Oh, that's funny right there. The last time SAG struck simultaneously with the WGA, its leading was Ronald Reagan. Yeah, that's true. Therefore, we can conclude that Fran Drescher will soon be president of the United States of America. No, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. So these are the funny ass memes. These are the funny ass memes that we have to really get off of our chest, though, man. So this is pretty funny, though, man. What's this about Barbie being banned in Vietnam? Okay, let's get to it right now, man. In our segment, um, Hold on a second. Yes, so this is the movie. Hold on a second. Yes, movie Man Cave Popcorn, man. Let's do this. Let's do this. Hang on. Okay. So obviously, of course, Barbie came out 2 weeks ago, and it was number one in the box office. If I'm not mistaken, it was number one in the box office for 2 weeks. Which I will get to in a sec. Authorities in Vietnam have banned commercial screenings of Greta Gerwig's Barbie, the Warner Brothers film starring Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling. One of the most anticipated movies of the summer was set to have been released in the country on July 21st. The film contains a scene that depicts a map with the 9 dash line, a representation of China's territorial claims in the South China Sea, which Vietnam says violates the sover- sovereignty. Sovereignty. V. Kien Tan, Director General of the Vietnam Cinema Department under the Ministry of Culture, Sports, and Tourism, said on Monday that the ban was decided by the National Film Evaluation Council. Warner Brothers has not responded to Variety's request for comment. Many of China's neighbors, including Vietnam, have competing and overlapping territorial claims and strongly dispute China's assertions. 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 Yes. In 2016, a United Nations dispute resolution tribunal in The Hague ruled unanimously against the validity of the 9 dash line. However, while the South China Sea arbitration was final and binding, there are no clear mechanisms for its implementation, and China has said it does not recognize the decision. We do not grant license for the American movie uh, Barbie to release in Vietnam because it contains the offending image of the 9 dash line, said the state-run Tory Trade newspaper, also citing V. Kien Tan. Similar depictions of the 9 dash line have previously caused problems for multiple films and TV series in Vietnam. DreamWorks animated film Abominable was banned for the same reason in 2019, and Sony's Uncharted. Um, you mean Uncharted suffered the same fate last year. Exhibitor CGV was fined for showing Abominable, and staff at the Vietnam Cinema Department were disciplined for was pulled after just over a week in the cinemas. In 2020, the series Put Your Head on My Shoulder and Madam Secretary were told to delete scenes containing the map. Meanwhile, in 2021, Netflix was ordered to remove Australian spy drama Pine Gap from the Vietnamese market. Okay, this sounds like a fucking censorship crap, man. This is some fucking censorship bullshit, which is not too many people would tolerate that shit though, man. Not too many people would tolerate that shit anyway. What else is in the movie discussion? Yes. Of course, Both Indiana Jones and Mission Impossible 7 were both number one in the box office. I will get to yeah. So according to Screen Rant, unfortunately, um, according to Screen Rant, let me just go through this. So Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny bombed at the box office, which made which was made even worse by its inflated budget. The fifth Indiana Jones movie is the most ambitious release in the series yet, as it has the biggest. It has the franchise's biggest action sequences and takes place in three different time periods. Not only that, but the movie sees the return of Harrison Ford and reprising the iconic role of Indy for the fifth time undoubtedly comes with a huge price tag. This all adds up to a huge budget. And while it was originally reported that the movie cost $295 million, more recent reports estimate that it could have had a budget of up to $400 million via IndieWire. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. The 2023 release has massively underperformed at the box office, making just $303 million worldwide. And while the movie's still in theaters, it isn't going to make much more than that. That's a huge box office bomb for Disney. But the budget of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny makes its box office performance so much worse. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yes, so that's a huge box office bomb from Disney, but the budget of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny makes its box office performance so much worse. It has been argued that if Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny had a lower budget, it could have been a success, but that wouldn't be the case unless the Indiana Jones sequel had a budget the faction of what it was. Yeah, I don't know if it'll make a difference though, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't think it will make a difference. I don't think it will make a difference, to be honest with you. But I'm not gonna really continue with all this stuff though. Let me get to Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning. The Hollywood Reporter. According to the Hollywood Reporter, right? Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning. Dead Reckoning. Wait a second. Wait. Dead Reckoning. Come on, man. Don't do this to me. Okay, Dead Reckoning Part 1 topped the weekend box office chart with a 5-day debut of $80 million in North America, including $56.2 million for the weekend proper. Yes, the weekend proper. Okay, so the Paramount and Skydance pick is the latest summer tentpole to come in behind expectations. Heading into the weekend, the movie starring Tom Cruise had been tracking to open to $90 million or more domestically for the 5 days. Dead Reckoning. Um, boost the second best domestic opening of the franchise behind Mission Impossible 2, which posted a 5-day debut of $78.5 million, not adjusted for inflation. The new Mission Impossible installment opened Wednesday in order to give the film more runway before Barbie and Oppenheimer opened July 21st, actually, which already happened. Um, so far, older adults are fueling Dead Reckoning with 22% of all ticket buyers in the 55 or older bracket. The well-reviewed movie earned a cinema score from audiences overseas. Dead Reckoning opened to $155 million for a global bowl of $235 million. The pick cost a pricey $295 million plus to produce before marketing. The seventh installment in the Mission Impossible franchise is directed by Christopher McQuarrie. The cast also includes Haley Atwell, Vanessa Kirby, Henry Zerny, Rebecca Ferguson, Vig Rhames, and Simon Pegg. Cruise is a favorite of the theater owners. He resisted putting 2022's Top Gun Maverick on streaming, and it ended up being the top grossing domestic feature released in 2022 with $774.7 million domestic for a total of $1.49 billion globally. Elsewhere, Angel Studios' faith-based political thriller Sound of Freedom remains a force to reckon with, which I don't really care for. The movie placed number 2 for the weekend with $25 million for an early domestic total of $83 million plus. Insidious: The Red Door fell to number 3 in its sophomore outing with an estimated $13 million for a 10-day domestic tally of $58.1 million. The pick earned another $21.5 million overseas for a global haul of $122.6 million. Disney and Lucasfilms, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny placed number 4 domestically with $12 million. The fifth and final installment has grossed $125.3 million domestically and $302.4 million worldwide. Pixar's and Disney's Elemental, which everybody was shitting on, which I don't know why, but continued to hold in well. The animated pick earned $8.7 million in North America and $28.2 million overseas for a global total of $311.7 million. And of course, theater camp opened to a promising location average of $45,000 from 6 theaters for Fox Searchlight. Okay, let's go to the summer season that's in full swing. Oh shit. Anyway, this is from Key News. So obviously, of course, the summer movie season goes into high gear in July. Obviously, already happened already, actually. So all the movies came out in July. Obviously, Barbie and Oppenheimer. We're gonna go to obviously. I'm not even gonna really. Yeah. So, all right, we're gonna go to. Let's see. So obviously, we're in August right now, so let's go over the movies in August. Obviously, this week, since Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem came out on the 2nd of August. This animated movie puts the teenage back in the equation with a very funny voice cast, including Seth Rogen and John Cena as Bebop and Rocksteady. Shortcomings. Randall Park directs this adaptation of Adrian Tolman's graphic novel about Asian Americans friends in the Bay Area, starring Sherry Cola as Alice, Ali Makey as Miko, and Justin H. Min as Ben. The Meg 2, The Trench. Not sure if anybody cares about this, but stars Jason Statham is back fighting sharks. God damn. Let's hope he doesn't put cocaine in these sharks because that would be so fucking crazy right there. Oh man. Yeah, that'd be crazy right there, man. You know what I'm saying? Um anyway. Let's see. Um yes, so yeah, um you have A Compassionate Spy, Steve James documentary about the youngest physicist on the Manhattan Project who fed information to the Soviets. Oh boy. Not gonna really get into all this, but Dreaming Wild. Casey Affleck stars in this film about a musical duo, Donnie and Joe Emerson. Okay, Problem Mister. Julio Torres plays an inspiring toy designer in this surreal comedy, co-starring Tilda Swinton, that he also wrote, directed, and produced. Gran Turismo, based on the video game franchise. Um, a gamer gets a chance to drive a professional course in this video game adaptation, starring David Harbour and Orlando Bloom. And the I thought Gran Turismo is going to be coming out at the end of August, if I'm not mistaken. I thought it was supposed to come out at the end of August, if I'm not mistaken. Um, I might have to double check on that later. Um, okay, so the last voyage of the Demeter. This supernatural horror film draws from a chapter of Dracula. Heart of Stone, Gadot played an intelligence operative in this action thriller with Jamie Dornan. The Eternal Memory. This documentary explores a marriage and Alzheimer's disease. Sheesh. So the Pod Generation, Amelia Clark and Chiwetel Ejiofor star in this sci-fi comedy about a new path to parenthood. Um, okay, Jules. Ben Kingsley stars in this film about a UFO that crashes into his backyard in rural Pennsylvania. Blue Beetle. Um, Blue Beetle, starring Zolo Mariduana, plays the DC superhero Ami Hami Reyes. Blue Beetle and this origin story. Strays, starring Will Ferrell and Jamie Foxx as voice dogs in this not animated R-rated comedy. Oh shit. White Bird, Helen Mirren tells her grandson expelled from school for bullying a story about herself in Nazi occupied France. Sheesh. Okay. They Listen. John Cho and Catherine Waterston lead the secretive Blumhouse horror. Golda, um, Helen Mirren stars in this drama about Golda Meir, the Prime Minister of Israel during the Yom Kippur War. Bottoms, two unpopular teenage girls, Rachel Sennott and Ayo E. D. Barry, start a fight club to impress the cheerleaders they want to lose their virginity to in this parody of the teen sex comedy. Oh gosh. Anyway, man, I will go over the movies that's coming out in September in a future episode. All right. So, how about we go to hold on a second. How about we go to yes, how about we go to TV show checkouts real quick. Yes, TV show checkouts real quick, man. Let's go there right now, man. Yes, I'm pretty sure y'all probably heard about Futurama making a comeback, right? It actually did. So so hold on. Um hold on. Futurama. Let me find that story. Yes, here it is. Here it is. Yes, so this is okay, so this is according to Variety. It's back to the Futurama. The trailer has been released for season 11 of the animated futuristic sitcom. After a decade, the series has defrosted for 10 new episodes, which will be added to Hulu, which came out on July 24th. Season 11 features a whole new slandemic in town as the crew explores the future of vaccines, Bitcoin, cancel culture, and streaming TV as the show's official synopsis. New York, New York will feature the voices of John DiMaggio, DiMaggio, John DiMaggio, Billy West, Katie Siegel from Married with Children, Tress McNeil, Maurice LaMarche, Lauren Tom, Phil Lamar, and David Herman. Futurama was created by Matt Groening and is executive produced by Groening, Cohen, Ken Keeler, and Claudia Katz. And of course, obviously, Netflix released the. I'm not even going to go there. So, so Netflix released the Sweet Magnolias season 3 trailer, which will return with 10 episodes on which already came out already. Actually, um, already came out already. Um, yeah, based on Sherwood's novel of the same name, Sweet Magnolias follows around three best friends: Maddie, played by Joanna Garcia Swisher, Helen had played by Heather Headley, and Dana Sue Brooke Elliott, as they grapple with their love lives, friendships, and everyday lives, all in their small South Carolina town, Serenity. Garcia Swisher, Garcia Swisher, Headley, and Elliott are joined by Chris Klein, Jamie Lynn Spears, Justin Bruin, Carson Rowland, Logan Allen, Chris Medlin, Annalise Judge, Brandon Quinn, and Dion Johnstone. All right. Apple TV has set an August 23rd release date for the second season of its science fiction drama series Invasion. Adorned with a series of first look images, season 2 of Invasion picks up months later after its season 1 finale, with aliens wreaking havoc against the humans. Um the series stars Golshifteh Farahani, Shioli Katsuna, Shamir Anderson, India Brown, Billy Barrett, Ash, um, Patty Poland, and Tara um, Moedi. Additional new series regulars making their debut this season, including Anver um, Jokaj, Nadra Marie Taylor, and Nyan Gonzalez Norvine. So yeah. Also, another TV show, another TV show that we need to get to here is, hang on a second here, hold on. Another TV show we need to get to here is what you call Slam Ball. Slam Ball. Oh man. So, according to Sportico.com, of course, after a long hiatus, Slam Ball is back somewhat by popular demand. Whether you spent hours on YouTube watching old highlights or are simply a curious sports fan, here's what you need to know about the new league hoping to crash the ultimate sports market. What is Slam Ball, you ask? What is slam ball, you ask? Slam ball is essentially 4-on-4 basketball played on a spring-loaded floor with 4 trampolines inside the arc. It's full contact body checking is allowed and fast-paced. With on-the-fly substitutions, hockey-like plexiglass boards surrounding the court instead of out-of-bounds lines. The court is 96 feet long and 64 wide, making it slightly larger than a regulation basketball court. How did slam ball begin? Slam ball was founded by Mason Gordon in the early 2000s with some of his friends on a makeshift court in a warehouse. He turned that into a television deal, and 2 seasons of slam ball were aired on Spike TV in 2002 and 2003. Why did Slam Ball end? A third season of Slam Ball was played in 2008, culminating with a championship game on CBS. But networks did not consider it enough of a ratings success to continue broadcasting the sport, so it receded into obscurity. In recent years, hashtags such as Bring Back Slam Ball became popular on social media, and in August 2022, on the 20th anniversary of the first televised Slam Ball game, Gordon announced the sport's return. What is the Slam Ball League's format? The 8 teams will play a 4-week regular season with games played on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday and Sunday nights. Each night consists of an early session and a late session. In each session, 4 teams compete in a mini tournament in which the winners of the first 2 games play again in the third game, which may lead to the similar game game totals in the standings. In Slam Ball, you win the chance to win more. Gordon said, "Our better teams play more games." The season will conclude with 2 semifinal games on August 15th and a championship game on August 17th. Wow. Wow. That's crazy, man. Yeah, so Slam Ball. Oh, wait. That's crazy, man. Wow. Wow. And I think it came out already, actually. So it aired on Friday, July 21st at 7 p.m. And it's on ESPN Plus, on a few games on ESPN 2. So yeah. So yeah, there you have it right there. Also, make sure you check out Futurama on Hulu. If you have Hulu, um, go ahead and check out the new season and everything else in between. So yeah. So yeah, there you have it right there, man. Let's see. Oh, some some fun stuff to do for the weekend. I need to make that announcement. Hold on a second here. All right, so hold on a second here. Okay. All right, we're gonna go to remains to be seen about some fun activities to do for the weekend. So let's get into it right here, right now. Let's get into it right here, right now. Sorry about that.
Remains to be seen, kid. Get it? Remains to be seen.
Are y'all looking for something to do for the weekend and the rest of the week? I got you right here. So starting with Rock the Bells, right? Yes. So Rock the Bells, which is located in Forest Hills, Queens, New York, and there's going to be some performances that includes LL Cool J with the Roots and DJ Z Trip, Run DMC, Queen Latifah, Ludacris, Method Man, and Redman, the original Cold Crush Brothers, Brand Nubian, Lost Boys, Swiss Beats, with special guests De La Soul, Jungle Brothers, Black Sheep, and more. Salt and Pepper, MC Light, MC Sharrock, Yo Yo, Roxanne Shante, Moni Love, and more. And of course, it includes the adventures of Slick Rick. And if you want to get some tickets, you better go hurry up and purchase the tickets at the website www.rockthebells.com. And may I add another event that's going down tomorrow and Saturday. So there's going to be a Jamaica Arts and Music Summer Festival 2023. So it's going to be tomorrow, which is August 4th, and Saturday, August 5th. Now let me look up the I need to look up the time on there. Let me look up the time on there. So I could give y'all an idea. Let me look up the time because I didn't get a chance to actually mention this. So let's take a look at the time. Okay. So Jamaica Jams Festival. So first and foremost, so Jams Under the Stars concert kicks off the festivities. With an evening concert which pays homage to one of the musical genres of jazz, R&B, rock, hip hop, and funk in the beautiful green Rufus King Park, which is located between Jamaica Avenue, between 150th and 153rd Street. Friday, August the 4th, which the time starts at 6 p.m. And the Jamaica Arts and Music Summer the Jamaica Arts and Music Summer Festival open air festival begins with over 400 multicultural food and merchandise vendors representing world cultures on 10 blocks of Jamaica Avenue between Parsons and 170 streets, closed to vehicular traffic, which is on Saturday, August the 5th. The time is from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. All right. And that's the information that I have here, actually. And for those of you that take the Q, that take the Q, the Q5, the Q 84, the Q4 85, Q24, Q30, Q31, Q54, and Q56. You might want to check out and find find out where your bus routes are going to be rerouted, as far as the different streets is going to be detoured. So I would ask anybody not I would ask any bus operator. I would ask the bus operator, and if in case you get on the bus, to find out where this bus route is going to be detoured and everything else in between. And yeah, apparently he might make the announcement. So apparently he might make the announcement though. He or she might make the announcement. So just yeah, so there you go right there. I actually wanted to make sure I get the right information. So I actually make sure that everything is all situated. So yeah. So yeah, there you have it right there though, man. Wait. Wait a minute here. Wait a minute here. Wait. As a matter of fact, hold on. Let me make sure I get the right information. Let me make sure I get the right information. Hold on, folks. Okay. Okay. Music of Summer Festival 2023. Okay, wait. Yeah, I want to make sure I got the right information. This is from JamaicaJams.nyc. Um, yes. So, like I said, so on August 4th, yeah, it's gonna be like some, yes. So about Jamaica Jams, right? Yes. So like I said, August 4th, which is tomorrow, Friday, and August 5th, which is a Saturday. So, and let me just make sure that yes, I did mention that. I did mention this. So there it is right there. Like I said, make sure you find out from your bus operators, depending on which bus route you take, and of course find out if where and which streets is going to be making a detour. Because there's going to be a lot of action going on Jamaica Avenue, and of course, Parsons Boulevard to 170th Street. I will take a picture. I will take a picture of the of what's going while on my way to work. So don't worry about that one right there. Um, so yeah, there you have it. So yeah, there you have it right there. So Jams Under the Stars, Rufus King Park. Actually, it is Friday. No. Hold on a second. No. Wait a minute. Hold on. It's August 4th, if I'm not mistaken. No, they got the date wrong. It's August 4th, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. an evening concert that kicks off the next day festivities, paying homage to the musical icons of Southeast Queens with jazz, R&B, rock, hip hop, funk, in a historic green Rufus King Park. Um so yeah. There you have it right there. And also Saturday, August 5th, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. is the Jamaica Arts and Music Summer Festival. So between Parsons to 170th Street, that's where it's going to be happening. So, like I said, keep a lookout while you're on the bus, while the bus operator makes an announcement on where the bus routes is, depending on which bus you take, depend Yeah, depending on which bus you take, keep an eye on street detours that is going to happen. So keep an eye on the announcements. All right. And let me see if I have anything else to actually mention before I wrap up here. Let me see. Let me see if I have anything else to actually mention. Oh, um, yeah, wait. Yes, yes. If you are in the New Jersey area, right? There is. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yes, if you are in the New Jersey area, right? August 19th through the 20th, it's a 2-day event. This is the New York. What is it? The New York's greatest sneaker convention. It starts from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. 2-day event, Meadowlands Exposition Center, 355 Plaza, Dr. Secaucus, New Jersey, 07094. This is for all the New Jerseyans out there. Special guests, giveaways, performers, contests, and more. And you can buy pre-sale tickets and tables at www.gotsoul.com. And for more information of everything, you can follow Got Soul on social media, which is in Instagram right there. So there you have it right there. Some more stuff to do for the weekend. I actually want to make sure I grab that. Let me make sure I grab that though. Let's see. Let me make sure I grab that though. Let me grab that. Hold on a sec. Okay. Yes. Yes, I got this. Let me get to. Hold on a minute here. Let me see if we can actually. Yes, things to do. Things to do for the weekend. All right, so things to do for the weekend. Here we go. Here we go. Things to do for the weekend. And the rest of the week. Let me make sure I get whatever. Let me make sure I get everything. Hang on. Yes. So 6 things to do for the weekend. All right. So Friday, August 4th, the Galaxy Experience Space. Which is let's see. Which is Samsung Electronics invites you to an interactive pop-up Galaxy Experience Space that allows visitors to explore the latest mobile device innovations from Samsung and is located at 50 West 34th Street, Manhattan. And it's from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. It's a free event. And also, and Vale Golf, perfect for families. This bespoke nine-hole course is located at the hotel's Vale Park, an urban pet-friendly oasis designed with beautiful landscape and greenery. And it's located, and the location is. Hold on a second. Hold on. So this is going to be a $1 of each player's admission fee will be donated to the organization. The organization is the National Alliance of Mental Illness of New York City. The location is the William Vale, located at 111 North 12th Street in Brooklyn, New York, and it's $12. Hold on, not $12. It's from 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. $15, $10 for children and younger than 12. Okay. Okay, that's pretty hold on a minute. Hold on a second. Okay. All right, Saturday, August 5th, the Chain NYC Film Festival. Um yes, and in this is located, hold on a second. Yes, so this is located at West 36th Street, Manhattan, New York, multiple times, and it's $13. Pop in the City. Um, Pop in the City, which is Greenlee Square Park. It's located at Greenlee Square Park between 32nd and 33rd Streets, Broadway, and 6th Avenue, Manhattan, New York. 10 a.m. to 7:30 p.m., $22. Sunday, August 6th, Central Park Comic Run 5K and 10K. And with great power comes great running ability. Oh boy. 30 it's located at 307 the mall from 9 a.m. to noon, and it's $40. And Harry Potter the exhibition. So Harry Potter and the Fantastic Beasts franchises. So this is located at 50 West 34th Street, Manhattan, New York, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. And the tickets start at $29.99. Okay. What else, man? Let me see if I'm forgetting anything. Okay. Okay, so the Greenpoint Film Festival is back for its 12th year with a new and exciting lineup of independent films that are set to debut at a harrowing time for the film industry. The festival will be hosting a star-studded 5-day festival between August 2nd to the 6th at the um boiler for concerned parties and air conditioning and indoor venue, which is located at 191 North 14th Street in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. And opening night on August 2nd will showcase a poignant film entitled The Hamlet Project, produced by Elwira Niwira, which embodies the night's theme, Echoes of Ukraine. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see here. All right. Okay. So, basically, if you want more information to passes and tickets, you can go to the website, which is www.greenpointfilmfestival.org. All right. So there you have it right there. And this is from the brooklynpaper.com for all you New Yorkers out there. If y'all interested in any of those places that I just mentioned, make sure you actually go to the websites, and like I said, um make sure you actually find out for your bus operators, depending on which bus route you're taking, as far as like the Jamaica Arts Music um Summer Festival 2023 is happening, and everything else in between. So there you have it right there. Okay. All right, I'm about to wrap this up right now, man. I'm about to wrap this up. So check this out, man. We are about to go to stream choices on the go, real quick. Stream choices on the go, real quick. Stream choices on the go. Okay, here's the deal. Make sure you follow this podcast right here. Of course, off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast, which is also, of course, on Instagram. Of course, obviously, off the Meat Rat Chainz New York podcast. It's also on Facebook, Threads, alongside with Instagram, along with Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, the sports platform that I'm doing, and Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast review show that's also on there. And you can also follow me on the gram, which is G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. You want to go to the link in bio, make sure you want to go to the link in bio, make sure you actually see the streaming platforms that's included. Make sure that's included, and I want to make sure that I start off with and make sure you download these apps onto your iPhones, Android phones, iPads, Android tablets, laptops, include Apple and Dell model laptops, including Windows. All right, so go to Linktree/GMoneyStacks555. You're going to see a whole list of audio streaming platforms as I list them, starting with Audacity, Audible, Audioburst, Amazon Music, Breaker, Bullhorn FM, Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM Podcast, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Podbay, Podfriend, Podopolo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podverse, Podcast Guru, Podvine, Spotify for podcasters, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, iHeartRadio, the number one app for radio, radio music and podcasts. You don't need a credit card to actually download iHeartRadio or any of the apps that I just mentioned. And of course, be sure you subscribe to all the streaming platforms that I just mentioned. Make sure you follow Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, the Sports Edition show, Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast review show, and Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast. That's also on iHeartRadio as well. And of course, do the same with YouTube. Make sure you grab the subscribe button on the YouTube channel pages and all the and a little reminder, all the videos of the episodes is already there. You just go to, because I already created a playlist where you can watch the episodes on there, and you can even watch it on the live section. When you go to the YouTube channel page, you're gonna see the word live on there, and you're gonna see a whole list of episodes that's already uploaded and posted. All right. And like I said episodes ago, I don't do short videos or trailers because it doesn't explain the whole story. It doesn't tell the whole story. I don't do clickbait videos. That's not what I do. That's not my model here. And yes, so go ahead and make sure you grab that subscribe button for me and tap on the Noni click on the Noni bell alongside with alerts. You can be reminded when the show goes in the air via live stream. Stay tuned for more via content, upcoming episodes, previous episodes, and leave a like and a comment along with the episodes and topics that's being discussed. And be sure to listen, stream, watch these episodes, download the episodes, tell a friend to another friend. Word of mouth is important, and by spreading the word, and be sure to share the link that says Linktree/GMoneyStacks555, and along with your husbands, your wives, your boyfriends, girlfriends, friends, the people you are cool with, from work and everywhere else where you meet new people.
Now I want to say this though, man. I'm not everybody. I don't like AI in particular, only because it's not authentic. It's not authentic to me. It's just not authentic. It's just a way to mimic people's voices, try to copy other people's work and everything else in between. It's just not. It's just not. It's just evil. You know what I'm saying? And to those greedy bastards and corporations, y'all really got a lot. Y'all have a fucking lot to learn, man. Y'all got a lot to learn on there, man. I'm serious. I'm serious right now, man. Y'all really got a lot to learn. This is not funny right now. What you're putting these writers and actors through. You know what I'm saying? That ain't right. You know what I'm saying? That's just not. It's not fair. And I did read one comment in regards to how there's something morally wrong here. Now, I get the whole solidarity thing, but I want to ask you. I want to ask you at home, man. What does the word solidarity mean to you? All right, that's the question. Y'all can let me know in comments and everything else in between. I'm your man G Money Stacks. Thank you very much for listening to episode 278. And I got y'all next time with more topics and everything else. Um, and of course, I'll see y'all next time. I didn't mean to make this episode long, but I had to make up for it. And before I get up out of here, let me see who commented. Hold on a second here. And yeah, who is this? All right. Um, yeah, I'm not sure what that is, but anyway, thank you very much. Peace and one love. Hope y'all have a good time at the Jamaica Arts Music Festival tomorrow and Friday. Rock the Bells, and all the other places that I just mentioned. All right, be careful out there. Um, be sure to find out if if your if one of your friends is okay mentally, physically, and spiritually, and of course, be sure to find something that gets you into your zone, creatively, mentally, physically, and spiritually. And of course, don't let anybody stop you from your goals and dreams and everything else in between. And you want something, you have to work hard and earn it. Peace and one love. Good night. Good night. Nighty night, everybody.